just hope he's okay. And
looks like they're going to let a play go.
it looks like Emory Jones was looking up. They were ready to snap the ball. The clock is running. I'm not sure exactly what is happening. We're getting reports that there might be a clock issue at the moment. What was a really good game, exciting, fun, has turned on its side right now. And Sean Hockley, the referee, he's not doing anything. Could this be them just letting the clock run out? But I don't think you would do that, would you? Would you just call the game if that were the case?
Yeah, I'm sure what's happening. I mean, Dan Campbell's, he's, you know, on his knees watching like he's waiting for the next play, and Coach Morris on the other side doesn't like he has his headset on and just watching. Both teams are talking in the middle.
And now they're just going to come in to pray. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we did see Coach Campbell and Coach Morris speaking for a moment, and you wonder if they did question, given the potential serious nature of this injury.
Now the entire crowd has stood up.
It's a powerful moment.
Moment that'll be seen.
The ball, coming together, forming a circle, now hugging, showing their respects to one another, and having just said a prayer for Mr. Norris, who is on his way, hopefully, after the hit he took.
We're always taught as broadcasters never to assume anything with an injury. And when you're a player, you don't assume anything either. But one thing that I've learned from my dad, who's a doctor, is you always, as a doctor, assume the worst and then go from there. And right now, I get the sense that right now the players, from what they just saw, they're assuming the worst and they're hoping for the best. Some of the fans are heading towards the exits right now, and I do believe that's going to be the end of this game.
It's a powerful message if that's what's going on. Putting things into perspective in this day and age where health and safety has become such a hot topic and a point of emphasis. We have seen, yes, rules changing. We've seen protocols put in place to make the game safer. We've seen the equipment evolving to be safer, but we have also seen this evolution of the mindset of a football player. They're no longer the day where it's, hey, rub some dirt on it, get back out there, next snap. These are human beings who are fully aware of the dangers of this game, and you can see the character of these men out here tonight and how they responded to this injury.
Jen, as we're watching this unfold, what are you hearing on the sideline?
I'm back over on the Falcons sideline, Kutch, and obviously Morice Norris is the most important thing, and it's what everyone is thinking about and praying for. But I can tell you they are packing up the whiteboards. They're putting them away in their cases. They're emptying water bottles here. I'm standing with some of the Falcons leadership as well as the NFL reps. Every game has NFL reps. They aren't sure what's going on. So if indeed this game is being called, that's a decision being driven on the field by the players and coaches. They're waiting to find out an official word, official decision, just as much as we are.
Yeah, and you know what I kind of go back to is, Shock, what you had said, seeing Dan Campbell and Raheem Morris together. If the players say we don't want to play anymore, we're in the fourth quarter of the first preseason game, Why not just walk off the field then? I mean, now you snap the ball. There was 14:50 left on the clock.
Right.
We're now at 9:04, and the players are out there. We saw them come together to pray, and they just stayed out there.
Yeah, and it's, you know, only one other situation really sticks out in the mind of fans who watch this game, or even who don't watch this game, but I think we all remember what happened to Damar Hamlin and the effect that had for so long on so many guys. And you mentioned it. We saw Dan Campbell. We saw Raheem Morris meet on about the 45-yard line. We saw them talk, exchange, go back and forth. And then when we came back on, we saw Dan Campbell talking to his team. And he could easily be saying there, this is the end of the ball game for us. And in a moment like that, and I mentioned it when we came back, after a situation like that, it's so hard to just flip that switch again and go 100 miles per hour and play a football game and try to get your mind around what you just saw and get back into game mode. So I completely understand where these players are coming from, and you have to respect what Dan Campbell and Raheem Morris maybe came together and said, look, maybe this football game is not the most important thing to have going on right now.
Well, Sean Hockley just walked over to speak with Raheem Morris. Dan Campbell's talking to some of the officials on the near sideline. And I believe Hockley is going to come over and speak with Campbell right now. There's under 7.5 left on the clock. I do believe this is unprecedented. I've never seen it before where the clock has been running. Nobody's doing anything.
It's a powerful moment. It's a powerful gesture and statement to that young man, Morice Norris. Whenever he goes and hears about what these players, these coaches decided to do for him, it'll give him that little bit extra hope as he's making his recovery.
At this point, per New York, this game is suspended.
So we just got the word from Sean Hockley from New York that this game has now been suspended. And I don't think anybody here in the stadium, here in the booth, or on the field disagree with that.
It's the game is changing, right? You mentioned with the rules, the protocols, the equipment to make it